Welcome to Deb's True Crime Notebook. We have updates in this morning and afternoon's hearings for Richard Allen. So let's get into it. Day 2 began at 9:03 a.m. Brad Rosie, a member of Richard Allen's defense team, decided to retract their request to suppress the second interview with Lieutenant Jerry Holman on October 26, 2022. During the proceedings, Judge Gold displayed an 8-inch stack of documents providing information for the motion in limine hearing set forth the following day, indicating what lies ahead. Following yesterday's discussions, Dr. Wallace was expected to testify this morning, but that did not occur, as both sides had already outlined the details of what the motion to suppress would involve. Baldwin cautioned Allen's wife and mother to brace themselves for what they were about to hear that day. The testimony given by former Westville prison warden John Gallipo was not the usual repetitive account. He shared details of Allen's behavior while in prison, such as washing his face with toilet water and repeatedly scratching his cell window. Warden Gallipo's testimony was forceful and delivered with confidence, which seemed to unsettle Rosie as he couldn't dispute the warden's account. Towards the end, Rosie became more agitated and raised his voice. Allen actively participated in discussions with Baldwin, frequently nodding in agreement with the warden's testimony. Allen appeared noticeably different that day, glancing back at Kathy and Janice several times while silently mouthing, "I love you both." In the late morning, Kathy was accompanied by a friend in court, where Baldwin came to greet her and shake her hand during the lunch break. The court session resumed at 1 p.m., featuring testimonies from Dr. Walla, Mullen, a recall of Detective Purdy from the previous day, and possibly Detective Kendall, who was present in the courtroom. As Gallipo testified, an attorney for the state sat in the well. And this is the afternoon update. Monica Walla, a psychologist who works for Westville Correctional Facility, took the stand at approximately 1:35 p.m. During her testimony, she stated that upon Richard Allen's admission to Westville, he was put under suicide watch. During the initial month, he was in solitary confinement and received daily visits from the psychologist. After that period, his visits transitioned to weekly appointments. It transitioned to weekly visitations before reverting back to daily visitations in April 2023. In-cell rounds were carried out with the inmates. Rosie highlighted concerns about bugs, mice, and excessive noise, while Dr. Walla recognized that this situation might have been stressful for Allen, despite it being a known issue at the detention facility. Walla acknowledged that she was aware of his depression and some information about a heart condition, but it was not confirmed to be a mental psychosis in 2019. Richard Allen voluntarily admitted himself for depression and anxiety in 2019, an event that Rosie failed to mention. Walla also admitted to Richard Allen experiencing anxiety and a potential dependency issue, although these were never officially confirmed. They were merely symptoms that he displayed. Allen also wrote a letter to Dr. Walla stating that he did not want to live anymore. In that same letter, where he expressed not wanting to live anymore, he also admitted to the murders of Abby and Libby. I believe that letter contained detailed information about how he committed the crimes. Dr. Walla stated she had him on monthly injections to help with his psychosis. However, he did receive a one-time injection to put him out because he was banging his head against the wall. On April 13th, he was observed not only smearing his own feces on himself, but also consuming it. Subsequently, on May 17th, he experienced a mental breakdown. The following day, May 18th, he was administered a one-time sedative injection. The state objected twice to the defense's interrogation of Dr. Walla, deeming it irrelevant to the case, as the questions focused on Allen's recreational activities and legal issues related to solitary confinement. Dr. Walla discussed being requested by Alan to call his wife. Assisting him in dialing the phone, after confessing to his wife, he expressed doubt, saying, "I don't think she believes me." Now you're up to date in the Richard Allen hearings. We may have more this evening as I go through all of the notes that have been furnished to me. I want to thank again Laura, Frosty, and also the incredible Jinx, who provided me with unbelievable notes. Thank you so much, Jinx. We'll see you next time on Deb's True Crime Notebook. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a message, ring that bell for all notifications, and share this video with a friend or in your groups.